This conference will now be recorded.
So you're audible. You're
Can
audible.
you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're
Yeah,
audible.
okay. Now let's start my slide. See, basically, no, right? Not right now. Yeah. Hello. See the first slide. First of all, I would like to, be very thankful to the study circle for making me a part of this particular webinar. See, Hiren Pandya, Kunal Modi, Pradeep Jaiswal, all of you, thanks for your team, which was an excellent job last year. And the election held yesterday was a grand success because that is how the election should be held. New conveners, Mr. Vinod Chandra Vyas, Deputy Convener, Mr. Vikas Nikum, all of you welcome. And since I have crossed my 60 years of age, I was not a member and I was trying to, go out of Vasai and settling outside, but that did not work out. So I'm back in Vasai and I'll be again becoming a member of the study circle this year. First of all, let me be very clear with my disclaimer that this presentation has been prepared by me only for information purpose and do not offer or any recommendation or invitation to purchase shares or subscribe to any issues. The presentation has been prepared. Tanay, this presentation has been prepared based on information and data which is considered reliable for discussion only. Also, we do not make any representation or warranty express or implied whatsoever, and no reliance shall be placed on the truth, accuracy, completeness, fairness, and reasonableness of the content. Now, this is a common disclaimer. Now, if any shareholder has got any grievance with any company, I have given you the 5 email addresses, and there you can contact Mr. Bagde, Manish, Bhausarbai at BSC. They are available and they will solve your questions. Now, the case study which I have taken is a Nifty company listed on NSE and part of Nifty and part of BSE Sensex, that is Reliance. Now, Reliance is a huge company, and the issued capital is 6,445 crores. Yesterday, the CMP was 1994, which the CMP has given it of Thursday closing. Market capitalization very huge, 12,63,293.29 lakh crores. Now, if we put on zeros will go on, the entire line will be covered of the page. Year ending EPS 31st March was 48.75 and the DPS, the dividend was only 6.50. Now, good companies, they pay dividend of nearly 25%. That is a normal dividend policy, but Reliance has been paying a very low payout. Now, observations of the VC OEM, which was held last year for the first time. Reliance meetings are normally a festival. Yeah, it's a picnic type. People go there and enjoy there. But yeah, last year there was a VC meeting, video conferencing. It started at 3 lakhs with over 3 lakhs participants, and all the details are given there. The only point was, what Reliance does is, my observation about Reliance is that what Reliance does is, Reliance, whenever after the year end, after the March year end, they always try to collect money from public or from anywhere before the AGM. That has been the tradition of Reliance for last so many years. A, B, C, D, E, whether all the non-debentures and the convertible debentures which Dhirubhai used to issue, during that period only all the issue had come. So the liquidity crisis of Reliance has always been there. But now this time, Mukesh Bhai for the first time said last year that we want to be a debt-free company by 2022, and he hurried the matter and became debt-free by huge participation of international money at a huge premium in Reliance Jio. Now, Reliance Jio is still a subsidiary, no public interest come. The point is that it's the initial that 1.5 hour of the first initial AGM, it appeared like a preparatory advertisement for Jio as an exercise to extract more premium and to impress upon the people when it gets listed later on. Again, then 7 resolutions were put up, and Companies Act now says there is no need in the AGM to have a proposer and a seconder. But still, they carried on that exercise of the old provision or old Companies Act, which was not proper for a company. A Nifty company and a Sensex company and a company having great what you can say, want to participate in supposed to be a big company. Within 1 hour, nearly 2 lakhs people left of the meeting. Now again, AGM people are required to give their name, folio numbers, etc. No, nothing of that sort was stated. Some people came and gave their bios, and and when they gave their bios, it was very difficult for to us to understand. Some of the suppliers came there. Supreme Industries, Nilkamal, big companies, they are also good companies, listed companies. The CMO, the chairman, MD, CFO spoke of an appreciation of the supply chain of Reliance. Now, was it a stockist meeting? What is a suppliers meeting? What was it? We could not understand. In the AGM, such things should not be entertained actually. One speaker only spoke from UDP, Mr. Ashok. He gave his folio number and he asked two specific questions which were not answered. Majority of the speakers were just, praising the management, very good, this, that, and all that, and everything appeared like stage managed, And Mukesh by MDA just gave one short line as a okay, yes, we'll do it, and no specific answers were given to any questions raised in the AGM. And by 5 o'clock, when the meeting just was at the fag end, only 3% of the people remained. 9,505 people from 3 lakhs people who started at the meeting. Now AGM went out for 3 hours and nearly 30 speakers and 300 video snippets were being shown throughout the meeting. In the meeting, running strips of the bottom of the screen, several questions appeared, which everybody was asking, seeking clarification relating to blockchain technology, future group tech tie-up, Alok Industries takeover, semiconductor technology, adoption, and Aramco deal, were flashed up. But no answers were given except for 1 or 2 answers from which are some international investor asked about Aramco and from UAE, and he answered in one line. So basically what my conclusion was, as a professional perspective, in a nutshell, tech talk and strong technique overview of company's future plans, educational value B. If you understand that what he was talking of, as a chartered accountant, what he was talking of the technology, I could not understand. Let me be very clear. Then entertainment value, yes, long film we saw. I mean, the two young children of Dhirubhai, Mukesh Bhai presenting all the show, the past, present, and the future. Various slide shows were showed with TV clips and all that. And now my insight is just because the company has a lot of money doesn't mean it will bring out the fine china when the shareholders come to town. So the AGM has outlived its usefulness, and it's easy to turn into that view into a self-fulfilling prophecy. We have done this, we are doing this, we'll do this and that, and all that. But it should actually materialize properly as required. Otherwise, it backfires, because there was under provision in accounts, impairment was not done in accounts. Basically, if you see the account very carefully, and the accounts is pertaining to what the subsidiaries, hundreds of subsidiaries, 8,000 pages. Now if you find out the trial, you will go mad about in 2002 years ago I had asked for all the subsidiaries accounts, and I received 6 files receiving all the subsidiary accounts. Then what happened was that I asked my staff people and my article people to just go through and find the trial backwards. Nobody was prepared. So difficult to understand Reliance and its working. Then now last question is, the IGM must be realistic. I mean, not a publicity program. It appeared to be so. Relevant and important questions pertaining to the annual report, of course, that is the past, and future prospects of the company must be addressed fully and satisfactorily. As a shareholder, as a perspective, my perspective is that were they addressed fully and successfully? The answer is no. To remember that till the time you perform, people will pat you. The company apparently appears to be too large to fail. That is what everybody says. But let us not forget the end of the Titanic. Now, with this, I would request all of you to get a proper insight. How do I change the next slide? Yes, just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. With this, I would request all of you to get a proper insight about the company by reading, listening, interpreting, discussing, rationalizing, and thorough research through its past performance, present efficiency, and future prospects. Basically, I would like to say one small thing, that to identify a company, become a multi-bagger takes hard work. It's like finding a needle from a haze, this is a haze of market, and you have to find one small needle, and so many parameters work there, the my micro factors and the macro factors work there. So market is not what anybody can do, asmani sultani, nobody can control. Market is a collective wisdom of all players, all the players, and there is a lot of nowadays cartelization going on. How do you understand that cartelization going on? The market zigzag, every day it goes up, every day it comes up. So don't believe in everything just for the sake of believing. You must have the human, the what you can say, you must have that your own research little bit. go back, digging of the promoter's characters, go back like a sprinter. He goes back and then he runs fast to go forward. And look at companies who have been there, done that, and are being there and will do that. Companies which past historical performance review, take that performance review, how much they have been successful for 4 years, 5 years. Look in the balance sheet, what is the capex, how much they have completed, and how much they will complete. They have done before time, after time. I mean, all these things requires a lot of hard work. So as an investor, you must realize that market often doesn't make sense, and while you don't expect them to eventually make sense, there is no guaranteed time frame in that. And something can remain, we do not make sense for longer period than you can remain sane. So as an investor, you must choose on investment strategy that doesn't depend on the crash or the burst to make the right move. You already must know how practically nobody has a how nobody has a good track record on printing cashes. The black swan which happened, pandemic, that was a black swan, and nobody expected that. But I used to, by my practical example I can give you, I always ask in the company, what happens if the present management, what is the succession plan, what is your alternative plan B if something goes wrong from what you're planning. So these things require a lot of the market will remain irrational larger than you can remain solvent. That is a great sentence by John Maynard Keynes. You must remember that. But what you must see is that operational excellence, dig into the balance sheet for survival growth, volume growth, uh, management, the working capital management, the stock data, how they are controlled on a day-to-day basis. Incremental ratios, are very important to understand the balance sheet of a company. Are there any cost reduction programs? And profit before depreciation and tax, even a slight improvement from last year, say 0.5% improvement, that you must track. And if you track that, you can get a multi-bagger from your analysis. Now, if you remember, all of you, those who are there in that meeting when in February 2020, when Tanu Doshi had come to our study circle, I had recommended one company at the rate of 26 rupees. And today, if anybody at that time had invested 1,000 shares at 26,000 rupees, it would have been worth today 2 crores and 23 lakh crores. 2 crores and 23 lakhs. That is 617 times the money you could have made from just investing in one company and just set. Just set like that only without doing anything. You would have got one bonus on the ratio of 1 shares for 2 shares, and then you would have got one split. So that 100 shares becomes 1,500 share bonus. By split, you get 7,500 shares because they were split into 5 rupees. And then recently it has been split into 1 rupee. So you must be holding up that 1,000 shares becomes 15,000 shares at a valuation of 1,420 rupees yesterday's rate. So it comes to nearly 2 crores and 23 lakhs. Now, just what I want to emphasize is, that in Gujarati there is a saying, nave unche vechvu nahi અને નવે નીચે લેવું નહીં. નવે ઊંચે વેચવું નહીં. In English, they mean to translate, let your profits run. And નવે નીચે લેવું નહીં, that means cut short your losses. Now again, all parametrics, whatever are there in the technicals and the fundamentals, you apply that and study it for yourself. And all of all the oldies who are there, oldies, I'm saying when the oldies, when I was the convener, when we started the study circle with what you can say, Dhamankar and Umesh and all of us, and Haresh Bhai and all of us, we started the study circle. At that time, there were only 26 or 27 members as the study circle members. And to your surprise, let me tell you, in that particular first year itself, we had nearly 16 or 17 study circle meets. And all the meets, nearly 93 or 94% was the average attendance during those days. You can check it with Pramod ji, or you can check it with Umesh ji, or you can check it with Haresh ji, because they have got all the records. And we were supposed, when we at that time had held a seminar on, I think in the last week of March, on coming internet. Internet was a new thing, and I think some of the oldies must be having those materials of the internet. And we did a fantastic job, let me tell you, with that team. But after that, the new team is coming tomorrow. So to give them a boost, let me tell you, do something new for the study circle, and see that You take the wisdom of the old earlier chartered accountants who can contribute a lot to their experience to the study circle coming up like anything. With this, I would like to, if any questions are there, I would be delighted to answer some questions.
Members, please raise any questions if you have in the chat box, or you can orally ask with the speaker as of now. I think we have no questions.
No, you can ask me any questions, and that's not a problem for me. But I will say only one thing, for anybody who is, interested in the market moods and market moves and market methods, you have to, give specific time every day. Research is in and out. The sun is a daily reminder that we can rise again and shine, don't be disheartened by small losses, and see that, you dig into your performance on a daily basis, which I do. And next time, whenever there will be a physical meeting, I will share a lot of my data also of how I do it, and how we can, ourselves become a great research analyst. People understand only through performance, and through the grace of God and through the blessings of all the elders and of the community, our study circle, our family members, we have been able to be successful to a large extent, actually. And I would like, everybody to learn this thing in a very systematic manner. Devil lies in the detail, they say, but I will say even angels lie in the detail. Nowadays, whatever is the what you can say, the arithmetic of the account, the balance sheet, except for that, you can also see what is the management discussion going on, what are the figures, how you will introspect all the one to one, integrate it together, and what is the management saying. You can come to a conclusion that is how far you can rely on the management. What are they talking sense? Are they taking pains to really look after the company? Are they taking cuts in there? Is there a cost cutting exercise when things go wrong, or when things go wrong, do they explain to it like Infosys in 1989 or 1890, they said they made a loss of 20 crores in the share market, and the first sentence in the balance sheet was in the director's report: sorry, we have made a loss of 20 crores in the market by dabbling in the market, will not do it again. Now, such sincerity, disclosures of disclosures done sincerely of the setbacks, of the losses made, it generates a great respect for such management. So management quality gives 70% of your marks in your analysis, how much they are worthy to be believed. And I would like to wish the new conveners all the best, and I will stop my discussion with only one thing. An old man t-shirt wore a t-shirt, and it was written, I'm not 60 years of age, I'm 16 with 44 years of experience. Think different problems common to all, and attitude makes all the difference. Now, even in spite, many of you know, in spite of my sickness in 1990, I was not many of you know, I don't want to repeat that, but we have to fight our own problems in our own way, and see to it that you must starve your distractions and feed your focus. Whatever distractions come in your life, starve them. Don't pamper them, that this is my problem, this is what is my health problem. I'm not starving, but feed your focus. Just be focused. If you are focused, then things become easy, because then there's a hunger in your stomach to learn and to improve. Now, if you have got that particular attitude of learning and improving, I think things can fall to you with a great success. With this, still, if there are any questions, I would like to answer any questions on whatever I said. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was a wonderful session by you. Now, members, if you have any questions, please do raise the questions in the chat box or through raising your hands. So I think there are no questions from the members. Hiren sir?
I hope my talk was a little bit better, and I must be instigating you to do better.
Yes, sir, it was wonderful.
Yeah, whenever after the lockdown, whenever we have got a physical meeting, I would like to have a lecture specially only for our members about research, about investments, about equity markets, and give a correct perspective of what is to be. People can go on talking for a long time, but the real experience which we have on our own, and I'm still in the process of writing a book which may be completed next year, hopefully, if my health is okay. And I hope that book also will become a great asset for people who want to learn equity market or understand equity market. Because what happens is, one thing happens always, that you don't know who is the member of the what a cartel there. If you are dabbling in the market, be very careful. I'll show you how we note it down. Cartel, if you become a member of, if you become a victim of a cartel, then only God can save you. Because those cartels, they work in a very different manner. And in this market, people are out there to loot you, because somebody said it is not a share bazaar, it is a loot chore bazaar. So be very careful with your money. It is your hard money. Look after your money carefully, and you learn. You may lose in a scrape, but you will learn there. That is what I have experienced my 40 years of as CA, 35 years, 25 years as CA. And throughout, we have been, we should not be of losses. If you're fearing of losses, take small losses. And even, I would like to explain it in detail when we meet personally. That would be better. Talking right now it is very difficult for me. But anybody has got any questions on, equity market, anywhere where you want to take a decision and you're stuck up somewhere, you can call me up also. No problem. If you are a member, we are all family members. Vasai Danu CS Trade Circle was started only with the purpose of serving the members of Vasai Danu CA area. Because Bombay people were saying we are living in a Musafir area, and nobody was prepared to come that time to Vasai. No speaker. Now every speaker wants to come to Vasai. So you can understand the change. Which we started. You are continuing that good tradition. I'm very happy about it. Extremely happy. So physically and health-wise, I'm not able to, what you can say, contribute more. But still, my mind is always for a plus sign of the Vasai VR study circle.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody can please ask me one or two questions, so I will be able to answer. There are so many old people. People I see along. Abhay is there, Ankush is there. All the old people, even Rashmi Bai was there, because all of the new, I find all of the new people there.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me. Tell me. Sir, I'm there. Sir, I'm there.
Yeah, sir, you're audible. You're audible.
Yeah.
But there is no question from any member. I think because of that interruption, many members have left and couldn't join the group again, the program.
No issues. But if you are recorded, you can send the records to them.
Yeah, yes, this program is recorded.
And is Manoj also there? Manoj Alimchandani is there, or is he left?
Yeah, he's there, but he's facing technical issue. He's unable to speak and unable to appear.
Oh. Because I was also in a mess, some mess happened. I don't know. I was speaking and I spoke my entire sheet for the 7 sheets, and then I got a phone call that you are not heard. So I'm logged in again. I logged out and I logged in again, and then I spoke. It was a very short time for me for giving this presentation. Actually speaking, I would like to talk on turnarounds, because you get turnarounds at a lower value than the face value, and those are the companies. Like, I gave you the example in 2020, 2000, when I came back from the hospital after 1 year. I had given you one item of Vinati Organics at 26 rupees. Now you count what has happened. I told you the example also. 26,000 invested gives you 2 crores and 20 lakhs. Now what else you want? In 21 years, you get 817 times your money invested, and you must have got already 300 rupees by way of dividend.
1828803.
Please unmute yourself.
Yeah. So one item if you get enough for you for your life, that way.
Yeah, yes, sir.
thank you for giving me a patient hearing, and of course, I mean, my health permitting, I will definitely interact with our study circle members more often, and I will also this year become a member again. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That was wonderful program. Member, before the proposal of vote of thanks, there's a one important announcement. Hiren sir, shall we proceed ahead with Hiren sir?
Yeah.
Hiren sir?
Yes.
Just a second. I think Hiren sir is busy with the Olympian. Hiren sir,
Yes,
shall we
Alim,
proceed ahead?
you can continue.
Okay, okay, okay. This was our last program, as our term is ending on 31st March. So we officially hand over this program, this study circle activity to the new committee. And after that, I request Vyas sir to propose vote of thanks. Vyas sir, over to you.
તમે જ્ઞાન દેજી.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It was a nice thing to have keynote address from CA Manoj Ali Chandani ji. Actually, I can correlate his thing of stipend of 60 rupees and also the contributing more time for fraternity. I am all for it. In fact, that is why I have jumped in and to give my more time for the fraternity. I have so far enjoyed cooked meal, but not cooked the food for others. So I will try my level best. Then Alim Chandani ji also said very particularly that life is short, and about India's growth story, how it is unfolding now. We can correlate that also. Then we have CAM Ramesh nicely giving us a sectoral analysis of NBFC sector. It was really something interesting that NBFC plus HFC are having now slowly getting, you can say, getting on same regulation, some sort of thing. And another aspect which got highlighted was banks are getting more aggressive on housing and vehicle finance. And out of 9,473, 58 are deposit raising, which was something new to many of us. And the chart literally showed one thing, that NBFC credit growth has always been more and above level of nominal GDP growth. This also shows strength of NBFC sector in India, although liquidity crisis has hampered this sector, and it has hampered in other sectors also, like Franklin Templeton Fund closing down its certain schemes, you can say proactively, but then successfully they had done it. Then demonetization, there was issue which was raised.
Yes, sir. How it is possible, sir?
Vyas, Hiren sir, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Vyas sir, you're not audible. Vyas sir, you're not audible. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, okay, I'm logged from my mobile now.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, go ahead, I think.
Vyas sir, you're not audible.
No, it's okay. You can hear me, no? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Vyas sir. Vyas
Okay,
sir, you're
okay.
not audible.
I am
Right now,
audible?
vote of thanks is going on.
Okay.
सर तुमचा आवाज येत नाहीये. तुम्हाला अनम्यूट करावं लागेल. तुमचं चुकून म्यूट झालंय बटन.
Dinesh Kotecha's PPT is over.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
So right now, vote of thanks is going on. Yes, sir. तुमचा आवाज येत नाही.
I hope you enjoyed the session. Only I would miss a little interaction.
Hello, can you hear me?
I think. सर विकास सर काय तुम्ही कॉल करू शकत ना जरा.
Yes, sir. आता आवाज येतोय ऐकायला.
Hello.
आता येतोय सर आवाज ऐकायला.
Vikas, am I
Yeah,
audible?
sir. Now audible. Now audible.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you're audible.
Hiren?
Yes.
Okay. So it was interesting to note that in very few Fortune 500 companies, where are our banking companies, while most of the Chinese banks appearing, American banks appearing, so something eye-opener for us, and which may lead to further consolidation of public sector banks, which may give us more advantage. We had a good discussion from Dinesh Kotecha sir also about Reliance Industries analysis, and also significant lesson he has told us about 26 rupees share price growing 617 times. We would like to hear more such tips. Of course, with his proper guidance, we would like to go ahead with that. And ultimately, if I would like to summarize, uh, especially thanks to CA Manoj Alimchandani ji, CA Sandeep Bhatti, CA M, ultimately, lastly, Dinesh Koteja, and last but not the least, we had very good contribution from nearly 56 attendees. CA Rashmikant Deveji, then CA Aditya Agarwal also raised the question, and CA Pradeep also contributed very actively. And let me tell that we will try to sustain and enhance the standards set by former team, will be guided by also them and the seniors in the profession. And I am really happy to tell you that we will also be helped by Mr. Vikas Chamaria and Lisa Korea to be our coordinators, and I am sure we will be able to perform the way we had presented. We had presented certain goals in front of you, and we'll try our level best to achieve them. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was a wonderful vote of thanks.
You are a wonderful
Yes, sir.
team. Everybody.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So shall we end this?
Thank you very much. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Excellent
Okay, sir.
teamwork. Excellent teamwork.
Okay, then we'll stop the program right now. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.